Today we're going to do a Class 2 restoration on tooth number 5 utilizing the greater curve matrix. What you see now is this is a speed up triple time. We'll get through all this boring prep part so we get to the fun things. Slow speed. Some more refinement. What always amazes me how we as dentists can use a mirror image, flip over to direct vision, and then go back to mirror image work, and our body or our brain doesn't even know that we're doing so. We just make a smooth transition. Now what you can see here, just double checking the adjacent teeth to make certain that the contacts on the adjacent teeth are very smooth. Caries dye was placed and some more refinement. Now we're making certain the adjacent tooth has a very rounded marginal ridge and that we have a nice flat contact surface. In this case, I'm using the flame-shaped composite finishing carbide. Greater curve matrix going to places is the standard band. The advantage of the greater curve matrix is that we don't need wedges. We're not going to try to separate the teeth through wedging or separating springs, because what we're going to do is actually make a composite contact that is actually a direct build against the adjacent tooth. So I call this restoring the tooth in a neutral position. What you see now is I'm using egg-shaped carbide, and it's just a very smooth side-to-side motion, removing the stainless very carefully, and we're making a little contact window against the contiguous tooth. Again, it's not a pressure side to side, and we're not working the egg-shaped burr against the adjacent tooth aggressively. We're just doing a very side-to-side motion, just barely taking away the stainless. And now you can see we made a little contact window. However, I worked at it a little too long, got a little too aggressive, and I have a little void at the bottom. But now you can see I'm using a condenser, and I am actively working the composite or the matrix against the adjacent tooth. Clean and Boost is a great material for cleaning the prep. It removes all the little stainless steel fragments, but also it removes all the oils. So now we're going to have a very clean surface, dentin and enamel, in order to bond. Conceptus going to place. Now we're ready to place the bonding agent. We're going to speed this up. What we're going to do now is we're going to use Activa. Activa is a flowable composite, but it hardens very nicely. So the advantage is we're actually using a composite that's very flowable, so we can carefully work it against the margins, as you see here, and not capture any voids. Now my contact window wasn't as perfect as I would like, because you want to make certain that there's a smooth transition between metal, the metal contact window, the stainless contact window against the adjacent tooth. Since I didn't have that at the base, I'm holding the condenser against the base of the contact window, and my assistant now will cure the first layer of Activa. There you can see where the condenser was held against the adjacent tooth, and now we're filling in that little void. And we're going to finish the prep out now with the final layer of Activa. Activa is a light cure, or it's a dual cure. So that makes it a very nice property because you don't have to worry about depth of cure. And it's very nice because you can use the Activa to actually build the tooth from the cervical part of the prep right to the occlusal, and it's flowable the whole time. That way you can work the material against the margins and know you got a very adequate seal and not have any voids. Removing the matrix. Now, as you know, we have a direct contact or a bonded contact with the adjacent tooth. So we use a spatula. We break the contact. You actually hear a little bit of a snap. And now I'm going to slow this way down so you can see the motion. The hemostats grasp the band, and then it's a rotation, and the band will very slightly move through the contact. There, now it's moved through. And now we can pull the band out vertically, and there you can see the contact the contact opening that was made in the matrix. Now we'll speed all the final polishing, adjusting. Speed all that up for you. Here we're using the flame shape to make a rounded marginal ridge. Adjust the occlusion. More shaping. Shaping the tooth numbers 3 and 4 as well, because I had just finished those composites as well. Now we're just checking all the contacts. You can see we got a nice snap fit. We made a contact that has width and depth. Doing some polishing. Now we're just checking to make certain that we have a good transition of composite to the margin on all 3 teeth. The scaler is a very great instrument for make certain there's no flash. It's very easy for the bonding agent to make a very thin film over the teeth, and it will feel rough to the patient's tongue. So just check the tooth and peripheries with the scaler and get all that flash off there. All right, here's got this slowed way down so you can see the final restorations. Got contacts with width and depth, just like nature.